What's going on, you guys? It's your man James, aka JP, back again with the toy room. And I really wasn't planning on being on camera today. Tomorrow's haircut day, so I look very scruffy, but none of that matters because Toysrus, for the first time in a while, finally posted something new and something actually very exciting and very interesting. So if you look over on Toysrus' social media accounts, they just posted that they are hiring 4 new positions in Houston, Texas, and New Jersey, which is awesome. So I'm gonna go ahead, pull my phone out and read the press release just so I don't misquote anything, and I'll have the press release on screen for you guys so we can read it together. We can see where they're hiring, what dates they're hiring, and when the hiring event is, and just the future of Toysrus. You can see I got my little Jeffrey the Giraffe pop right behind me right there. Oh, before we get started, I forgot to show off, I still keep my house keys on my Toysrus lanyard, and I'm even wearing my old Toysrus uniform shirt right here. So as you can tell, I really love Toysrus. Toysrus played a very big part of my life. I met some of my best friends at Toysrus. It was my first job, and I've only ever had 2 jobs in my life. I guess 3 if you count YouTube as a job, but Toysrus was my first job, so I have a soft spot for Toysrus. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the press release here. So you can see here it says, "Attention former Toysrus employees in Houston, Texas and Paramus, New Jersey. Join us at our hiring event and let's see how we can work together again to bring the new way to play to kids of all ages." And it says hashtag link in bio. We're gonna go ahead and go to their profile, and we're gonna click that link in their bio right there. So you can see that takes us to this page here. So for Houston, Texas, the hiring event is going to be October 8th and October 9th. And it's a former Toysrus store employees only. So only if you've worked at Toysrus in the past. If you've never worked at Toysrus before, they may be hiring at a later date for you guys. But this is only for former Toysrus employees. So we can also see for Paramus, New Jersey, the hiring event is going to be October 17th and October 18th, and that is once again for former Toysrus employees. So then you can visit their website. So if you click their website, you can see it takes you here. It's not available to like shop or anything yet, obviously, because the stores haven't opened yet. They're in the hiring process, obviously, as we mentioned. But if you scroll down, you can see that they are going to be opening the Toysrus in the Galleria Mall at the Houston, Texas location, and then the Garden State Plaza in the Paramus, New Jersey location, which that is very exciting. So it does look like they are going to be starting small. They're going to open, I would imagine, sort of like those Toysrus Express stores that popped up in the malls around the holiday times. I would imagine it's going to be on that scale, and then if those are successful, then they're going to look into branching out into bigger individual stores versus just small mall locations. So you got to start somewhere. It makes sense to start small, and then with the success of that, dictate what's to come in the future as far as larger scale stores or just full-on individual stores like they used to have. So that is very exciting news. But as we scroll down to the frequently asked questions right here, we can go and look at, where is it that we want to look at? What is the difference between the new Toysrus and the old Toysrus stores? Now this description is actually very interesting, and you can kind of get the sense of where Toysrus is going to be headed in the future and the new direction that they're taking. So you can see here it says, "The new Toysrus store will serve as must-visit destination for kids to learn, play, and fall in love with the latest, most popular toys, and for parents to have fun with their children and ignite their own childlike sense of play. The stores will be highly interactive with new events and activities every day, from seeing toys displayed out of the box to test before making a purchase, to visiting different brand stations, to driving, learning through play, embracing STEAM, or just having fun with Jeffrey the Giraffe in the open play space." So that actually sounds very exciting. So it's going to have more elements to it other than just you walk in the store, you see this stuff on the shelves, and you buy them, and that's pretty much it. And it's going to be more like, I would say, those special events that usually happen on a weekend whenever a new product, Legos come into mind for me. They did that a lot. Whenever a new product was being released, they would have a little event, and basically you come out, you build the Legos, or you have like little freebies that you can take home or whatever. So it seems like it's going to be like that. They're putting an emphasis on being more interactive, being more than just a store that you go to just buy toys. I really like the feature that you're gonna get to actually test the toy out before you buy it, because with a lot of toys, for kids or whatever, you know, you see the box may look cool, it may sound cool, and then you get it home and it's really not all that great. So having the ability to actually test it out before you buy it, I think is a really good idea, because you obviously know what you're getting into before you buy it. You don't regret it once you actually get home and the toy is just not as fun, or for your kid the toy is just not as fun as it looked in the box, or it may have looked in store. So I think that's a really unique feature, and I really like to see that. And I mean, that's pretty much it. Everything else on their website is just like basic information, you know, what who is behind the relaunch of Toys R Us, how can I be notified when Toys R Us is coming to my city. Just follow them on social media, or you can stay subscribed to this channel, because I always do Toys R Us updates from when Toys R Us started closing to the initial relaunches, and Jeffrey's Toy Box that relaunched last year or whatever. So if you guys want to keep up to date with all the latest Toys R Us information, you guys can see I'm very passionate about Toys R Us. So make sure you subscribe to the channel. Also click that notification bell so you get notified whenever I post a video, so you can be one of the first people to get the latest information. So that is pretty much it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I'll have all the information for the hiring dates and all the links and everything to click down in the description below. If you guys want to take a closer look at it yourselves or whatever, all that information will be down in the description below. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna go ahead and get on out of here. So as always, guys, stay tuned for more, and I'll see you guys next time.